Easy peasy.
All right. Hello. Welcome to Arcana Homesteading. And we're your hosts, Sherry.
And Shauna.
And it's after Christmas.
Hurrah. Christmas was fun, though. We had a good Christmas.
Yeah. It was. It's always pretty low key. It's just, just us and
When she says
just
just
us.
us, it's still like 20.
there's a lot of us. But when I say us equals like 20 people. But
Yeah.
it's just, when I say it's just us, I mean, like, I don't have to worry about other people and being like, hosting and being like, oh, I have to worry about that person. You know how it is.
Hopefully you guys all had a happy Christmas.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Yeah, sorry. My husband got me a laptop for Christmas, which was very exciting. Yay! So I have a laptop, so I don't have to use his, which is, I think, was like his way of being like, please
Yeah,
stop
that
using.
was
Yeah. He was just tired of us taking his laptop. He's like, oh, like every time. But anyway, so we're trying to get used to the newness.
Yes, all the new settings and shit.
I know. It's always very difficult. I just got used to that one. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
We're like not those tech people. Like we
Not
can't
at all.
We don't like pick it up easily. We're not like,
No.
oh, this is here, this is
It's
this,
like-
and this is this. We're like, you're like a baby,
You're like a baby.
Yeah, that's
I
what we
feel
are.
like a baby.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, I do too.
Whenever my husband's talking to me about computer stuff, I'm like, can you please talk to me like I'm 5 years old?
Layman terms, please.
Like less than layman. Like I want.
Okay, so this goes here.
Exactly. That's what
you
I want.
Put the square
I want that
cube
kind of
in the square hole.
cadence in your voice, so it's like calming. Crayons. You can
You're
use
like,
crayons and pictures.
Colors. That'd work.
Story
a lot
time.
better.
Yeah. But he usually just rolls his eyes and then starts over with big words. I'm like, damn it. Anywho, so today we are talking about. We did a while ago. We did like prepping for the zombie apocalypse. Obviously, we weren't talking about the zombie apocalypse.
Turn my chair towards you a bit.
But we were. Is that better?
Yeah, thanks.
But, we just meant like prepping in general, because that's like homesteading and prepping. They usually go hand in hand with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But we were thinking that, not just like apocalyptic shit, right? Or where you have to hunker down for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But the fucking in Buffalo.
Yeah, that big storm.
A huge storm.
And very sad. And, these
Super
people
sad.
were probably blindsided by it. And I think, what did Dad say? The death toll was like over 50 now?
Yeah, not that. I think there's like 28 in Buffalo, but 50 like across like the
Oh, okay. I see.
country, like, in all the different states because of that
because of the
storm.
storms.
Yeah, it's just fucking
And
crazy.
I feel like when someone lives in like a city like environment, they feel like no,
safe.
I don't need to have anything. Why would I need anything? Like, I live in the city. I don't live out on property.
On the grid. You're completely on
exactly.
grid. No
I'm on
off-grid
grid, and
happening, yeah.
I mean, of course, nothing's gonna happen, and I don't need to have any kind of prepping materials or know-how or anything, right?
Well, and everybody but this storm, people said that it was the worst one they've ever seen in their whole lives, and people have been living there 50 something years.
Yeah.
So not that 50 years is like a huge long time, but
No,
to live
yeah.
there for your whole life and have a storm that bad and not be prepared or not be able to handle it. And so when I think about prepping, zombies are on the back of my mind. Not really, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole you have to be self-sustainable in your own little environment for, the rest of, your life. But oftentimes it's usually shorter stints, right? That are not oftentimes, all the time.
It's most likely never going.
We haven't had apocalypse yet.
It's most likely never going to be for the rest of your fucking life.
Right.
It's just
right.
It's not going to be like that. And I feel like people want to over dramatize it because of movies and shit.
And it's fun.
And it is fun to think about it. Like, ooh, zombies. But I feel like, yeah, it is going to be, it's going to be a couple days. It's going to be like 2 days, 3 days.
Or
maybe
it could
5
be a couple
days.
weeks.
Maybe 10 days.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple weeks, like you said, right?
Yeah.
But it's like.
Depending on how bad, something like a storm that you wouldn't think like a storm. That's not going to be like a fucking storm. People were like there's so much snow, you can't get out. Emergency vehicles can't get to you. People had to have their babies by themselves. Like, it's like that's that
Terrifying. Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like,
Well,
thanks,
and-
baby, to pick right now.
I know, right? And I feel like, and again, going back to like that city environment, they don't feel like they need to have any kind of, knowledge or materials or anything, supplies to be prepared.
Yeah.
Because they're in the city. But that goes to show you, it's an awful, very sad example. But that goes to show you that, like, no matter where you live, you definitely should be prepared to a certain extent. Figure out, okay, what do I need
saying, like, you
to
need a
survive?
whole, like, underground bunker with, like, 50 calibers.
I mean,
stashed
that'd be
away.
very, very cool. But
Yeah, super fun. But
super fun. 50 calibers.
But
Yay.
like to be like practical with what you have. So like
Yeah.
in a city environment, obviously it can be a little bit more difficult because like zoning and other shit. But like, so people's heat got knocked out, and so they were like freezing in their own homes. Like, we don't even use a heater because we use
and
our wood stoves.
It was so funny when
Can they
Dad
have wood stoves in the city? Is that allowed? Depends. Does
it would probably depend, but it was so funny just a bit ago when we were Dad and you and I were all talking about it, and I'm like, what do you mean they froze? Just put some fucking fire. Just make a fire. Fire it.
fire it.
But
burn your table if you have to.
Literally throw fucking chairs in there.
Oh, like I was honestly like if it came down to it, and we're like, we like can't leave our house because the snow's so packed
books
in.
would go, furniture would go,
everything.
Okay, so my husband is already super crazy. Like, super crazy when it comes to burning shit. Like, no, I'm not even joking. Like, I had 2 bags of clothes to give away behind the couch before Christmas.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what happened to the bag of clothes? And he's like, I burned them. What do you mean you burned them? They could have been someone's clothes. He's like, you're never going to take them in. I am going to take them in. And now I want to do it even more. But you burned them, I can't.
You should take all of his clothes out of the closet and be like, what happened to my clothes?
Burned them right into the fire.
No, just actually donate them. Be like, that was your punishment.
That was your punishment. Donated the clothes you burned.
That's funny.
So he's super crazy like that. So yeah, he would burn anything. My husband would be like, take off your jacket. We're burning it.
No, but like you think of, even like during like the Great Depression and stuff, like people were taking down like fences and stuff, like wooden fences to burn for like heat.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, you do anything to stay warm,
to
keep your kids
survive,
warm and stuff.
right?
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, have we gotten so far away from it that people were like, we can't start a fire anywhere? Or like, obviously they're not going to want to start a fire in their house, but like they don't have fireplaces.
I was going to say, they don't have like, a fireplace?
Like, I guess some
don't.
We probably sound like idiots right now because they're probably majority of people, they're living in like in a fucking apartment. What apartment like
has a fireplace?
Has a fire? Do they?
Some do, but they're very expensive probably.
Yeah.
So most don't.
So like,
my point.
So what would you do if you were in an apartment without a fireplace, but you needed to stay warm?
My husband would figure it out. I don't know. You should have him on this podcast. He'd tell you. He'd be like, I do this and this and this. Like, he'd know.
Mine would too. Mine's a problem solver.
Yeah.
Especially like that kind of stuff, like
100% that kind of stuff.
Weird stuff.
Well, no, especially that kind of stuff where it's like
he would be all like, well, we're going to rip the piping out. We're going to put a pipe out the fucking wall. We're going to put a hole in the wall.
Literally.
Make our makeshift like fucking,
literally.
What the fuck ever. Like, I just...
But it's, for people that don't have a husband like that, very sad for you. I don't know. Because
even like
I was thinking,
like that.
A large pot? Could you put a fire in a large, gigantic, like, do you have a gigantic pot? Would that work? Would it melt it?
The pot?
No, it wouldn't melt
the
it.
pot.
So
but like, it couldn't be that warm. And then like, I'm saying like, where would the smoke go? I'm not really.
Yeah,
that's
smoke.
what I'm saying.
See, I'd be really bad at this. I'd die. I would die. This is why my husband.
I'm like,
my husband.
I wasn't really thinking about like containing the fire. I was thinking about where the smoke would go.
This is why my husband found me. He's like, you're gonna die without me. So gotta have me.
I don't think you
I was
would.
Like, we're putting fire in a pot. Smoke? What smoke? What are you talking about? What? I don't know. Where's it gonna go? I don't know.
Are we all inhaling smoke right now?
Off it. I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck. That's what I'm saying. It's just like.
Yeah, there's definitely problems. There's definitely like hurdles you'd have to overcome.
That's why you should think about your hurdles now before shit happens.
Well, you brought up a good idea about like a battery operated space heater.
Yes.
You'd have to have a fuck ton of batteries.
And a fuck ton of space heaters, because like that, if it's like fucking whatever below outside, like that's not gonna keep you warm.
No, it would. If you put it into a room and shut the door, you would
And
have
then, like,
that
put
room
something
would be
under
yes, that room would stay
the
warm,
door.
especially all your body heat.
Put something
Put
against
all your fucking
the
dogs in there
windows.
with
Yeah.
you.
Bring
Yeah.
in your cows.
Literally. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what they used to do.
I know. I totally would bring in my
Yeah.
cows. I don't have a cow, but I would bring it in if I did.
Yeah, so it would 100%, it would make do. I mean, the outside of your house would be like fucking growing icicles, but like, you know.
But even like, and then like pipes are bursting, so they didn't have water.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like,
Obviously, water is essential.
water is essential, but you have snow, right? So like,
Yeah,
you
melt
melt
it.
the fucking snow.
Melt that shit.
Melt it. Drink it.
Drink it. That's right.
It's like,
And when you boil it, you're basically sanitizing it. Like, it's fine.
I mean, but how like it's a bunch of snow
It's a
just
snow.
dropped out
Like,
of
it's
the
snow.
sky.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
How bad can it be?
Yeah.
And if you're like, honestly, if it's between that and death, like,
I'm melting some
I'm
snow.
melting some snow. I'm
That's
drinking
right.
it.
That's right. 100%.
Yeah. So, and then even, so they say if you are worried about like, you should have, sorry, I started a lot of sentences there, but I didn't finish any of them. That was really like, my brain's like, finish it. It's like, no, start a new one.
Start another one. Start another one.
They say you should have a gallon of water per person per day.
A gallon.
A gallon.
You don't
That's
need a gallon
for
of water
like
a day.
washing hands.
Oh,
For
okay, okay,
everything.
yeah,
For everything.
okay,
For
yeah.
making food. For all encompassing.
I don't know if I'd
for
be
one
worried about
per
washing my
person.
hands in a situation where we were
I
like
mean,
freezing to
what
death.
if you have to like
Change
deliver
a
a
baby's
baby?
diaper?
Deliver a baby.
Yeah. Or even changing a diaper.
Yeah. See, like, so it's very much like depending on
Your situation.
where you live, like what you are capable of. Like Sherry and I said, we don't heat our house with heaters. We don't use air conditioning I have like air conditionings, like the little ones.
Like we have like a air conditioning unit, you know?
And I would literally like, what do people do? Because like our power went out one night during the summer and it was fucking like triple digits. It was hot as fuck. It was a lightning storm randomly in summer, which we don't get a lot, but randomly happened. It was all pretty, and I was like, oh, a lightning storm, this is fun. And then it struck a transformer close by, it blew up, and
The line's like, not fun, fuck you.
I know.
No
And-
AC for you.
I know, and then our power went out, obviously, because, it just blew up the transformer that was right around the corner. It was so, like, blinding, too, when it, like, blew up. It was like a flash of light. I had all the kids in the house even before I knew, like, what had happened.
Yeah.
You know when your brain, like, is just, like, goes, you think like you wouldn't be good in a situation, but your brain like figures it out for you before you can even think about
like
it.
you're even knowing what your brain is doing.
Not that it wasn't an emergency situation, like it was around the corner from us, like we were fine, but like my brain didn't think we were fine. Like I had all
Yeah.
my kids and the dogs like in the fucking house and shut the door.
Your brain's
until-
like flight
and
or
then-
fight, flight. We're
Yeah.
flying,
We're
flying into the house.
Fly high. And I had the door shut before I even like figured out what just happened.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And then I was all, oh, it was lightning struck a transformer, and the kids are crying, the dogs are barking, and I was like, everything's fine, we're fine.
I got you in the house and I shut the door. Clearly, we're fine. Okay.
But then the power was also out, so it was
Yeah.
like dark as fuck. But then obviously our air conditioning was out for the whole night. Like,
What sucks? Oh my god, those triple digits. There's just no way. I would go get in the pool. We have done that. We've camped by the pool.
It's just so
like
weird
in-
to me
in that
how
kind of
much
situation.
like what did people do like back in the day? Like Native Americans, like when it was triple digits, did they just go
Well,
higher
they were
up
outside.
they just travel higher? Is that why? Like it was
Yeah.
but not everybody was like nomads. Like some people were like, stationary.
Even if you go outside though, like around here, it's like so much nicer than in your house.
That's true. That's true. Having like a screened in porch.
Ah, so nice.
See, no bugs can get you.
Yeah.
You could sleep out there in the summer. That'd be nice.
Whenever you talk about a screen and porch, or whenever I think of a screen and porch, I think of the movie Green Mile, and like the bad guy, and like it's gross. So yeah,
because of a screened porch.
yeah, that's where like those little girls were sleeping, and he like kills them.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I think about.
Apparently, I blocked that out because I didn't remember it.
That's like the whole fucking movie. What do you mean? That's why the guy is in prison,
I didn't
jail.
remember it. I knew he was in jail for wrongly for like being accused of like
Yeah,
killing
murder.
like the little girls.
Because he was trying
but
to
I didn't
save them. He
know-
found them and he
yeah,
tried
yeah,
to save
but
them.
I didn't know it was like screened in porch. Like you remember a
Yeah.
lot of details about that movie.
It's a screen and porch. And you know why I remember it? It's
Why?
because during the movie, the mom, and the girls are like, we want to sleep on the porch. And I was like, they want to sleep on the porch. And then like, it's like a screen and porch. And they're like, okay. And like, I'm like, you're going to let them sleep on the porch? Just like, no, nothing? Just no dogs? And not only that, but they have some like rando living with them, which is the bad guy. And weird. He killed your kids. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Like, don't be a fuck. Don't. Just
Don't.
try. Just stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Don't let randos into your house. Don't let your kids sleep on screen porches. Strange.
Unless you're with them
Unless you're with them.
or your dogs are with them.
Your dogs.
I
Okay?
know. When my husband finished the kids' tree house, he's like, now the kids can like sleep out there, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What? Say that again. I dare you to say that again.
Slap you. Like what?
Yeah,
Like,
it's super weird. I just
I
can't
was
do
like,
it. I can't do it.
unless
I can't do it.
I'm sleeping out there with them, which is not going to happen. Like
Ever.
ever. and like we don't even live. It's not like our tree house is all like in our front yard or whatever. Like we have a completely fenced in acreage. Like we have.
Talking to your microphone.
I am talking to my microphone.
Now you are.
Anyways, I was still
no.
appalled
Yeah.
at the suggestion, and I was like, how dare you, sir?
Yeah.
But
Even your words offend me.
I know, but see, we have lived different lives, and like our dad being a police officer has like it's like we don't trust anybody ever, and and if you don't want to be in a bad situation, don't put yourself in one, So I'm like, bad situation, sleeping in a treehouse by yourself, no,
Yeah, my brain's like, well, everything's a bad situation unless I'm at home, basically.
Thanks, Dad. Man, it's fucking neurotic. No, I appreciate it.
No, I do too. Because I mean, not that I stay home. Like, clearly not. No, I wish I did, but no. No, I go out plenty. But yeah, you're right. Don't put
You
yourself in a
started
bad
a lot
situation.
of sentences too.
I did
and
the
then
same
you
thing.
didn't- Yeah,
I'm not finishing a thought. I'm sorry.
You're like, not
Whatever
that I go,
you are doing is clearly affecting me. So thanks for that.
my brain's just bouncing around, having a good time. But yeah, actually, I watched a TikTok the other day, and it was hilarious because it was like the mom in the park with her kid, and she's like, what are the rules? And she's like, don't talk to anybody, and if anybody talks to me, I kick them in the balls, And the friend was like, well, you can talk to your friends, and like whatever. And it was just so funny because it was like totally me. I was like, that's me. That's who I am. Like, I'm like, okay. Because like my kids are at that age where they want to start doing things on their own. And I'm like, all right, like if anybody comes up to you, just start screaming, like bloody murder, poke them in the eyeballs, even if they're trying to help.
Have fun with one freaking eye. Yeah.
I honestly think it's weird when adults go up to kids.
Okay, so if a kid, unless
If they're by
clearly,
themselves.
unless they're clearly in distress,
Yes, unless
Okay.
that kid obviously needs your help. Like, why are you talking
why
to
are you talking to
why are you
a
talking
child
to
that's
them?
by themselves? It's strange.
Strange.
It's weird.
Unless the
And
kid
if
comes
they
up to
look
you
like they're,
and like
yeah, like I need help or
initiates,
something,
or is just
or
like
even they initiate and they're
Yeah.
just like, "Hi," you're like, "Hey,
yeah,
what
exactly.
are you doing?
I would never.
Where's your parent?
I would never
What's
go
going
up
on?"
to like a random kid that was by themselves and start like joking around or weird
Yeah, no.
weirdos.
So Corelli and Dea, and this is a few years ago, but Dea, being she's gonna be 15, and so anyways, we're in Target, we're on the toy aisle. Legend wants to be on one aisle, they want to go on a different aisle.
Yeah.
It's only like 2 aisles over.
But still, yeah,
Okay, stay together.
right.
And I'm listening for you. I'm listening. Like, if you need anything, you just say, "Mom, I will hear you."
Yeah,
And so Legend's playing, and I'm listening very attentively to like a couple
Yeah.
aisles over. And I hear like this woman talking. I hear Dea's little voice. What the fuck is happening? So like I pick Legend up and march over there, and I'm like eagle eyeing her down. I'm sorry. That's mine.
yeah,
Why are you talking to it?
yeah,
Okay, I own that.
yeah.
It's mine.
Mine.
And she was so weird and like super creepy. I got like the, and then she kept telling me like that, "Oh, he's walking away," like about Legend. I was like, "No, he's not. He's standing literally right there."
Ew.
Like she
Yeah.
was trying to get me to go away once I like
Ew.
showed up, and I'm like,
I'd be like,
Girls?
I'll slap a bitch.
"Hold on to the cart. You hold my hand. We are leaving."
Yeah,
Very promptly. And then we left. We go to the bathroom.
yeah.
We come out of the bathroom, and she's right there.
Ew.
I was like, "Bitch, I will fucking kill you. I will rip your arms off your body and
Yeah.
beat you to death with
That's
them."
when you just take out your taser and just that zotty noise is
It's-
so loud
it
and
is
like
so loud.
very
It's
like
very,
it's
very-
very scary. You
yeah,
know?
it's
You're like,
intimidating.
yeah, it's intimidating. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you are intimidating just by yourself, so like it's fine.
I was just like staring at her like
Yeah, that's the
so fucking unamused right now.
making eye contact with somebody and like
Oh, I pushed that cart away like the entire time, like looking at her like, "Don't you stay away." I was so fucking mad. And the girls were like, "What's wrong, Mom?" And I was like, "I'm gonna tell you when I get in the car. I'm making eye contact, holding it." Like, I was so fucking pissed.
I can only do one thing at one time. I'm trying to protect you guys, make eye contact.
Literally.
This bitch.
And you know how like a situation like that like gets you all like heated and like, oh my God.
Emotional.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't emotional. I was just like super flustered, very like.
Because again, just like prepping your mind.
Yeah, it's like fight or flight.
It went full circle. That was cool. Okay.
That was cool. We did it on purpose.
We did that. That was totally planned. That was totally planned. But like, it's
Nothing's
just like
ever planned.
prepping. Your brain is going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Being like, okay, so
Fight
what
or
if this
flight.
happens?
Yep.
What should I do? Where's the closest whatever?
Yes,
You know,
yes.
like because you think all the time, even as like when you're young and like driving a car and you think someone's following you. I don't know if you guys ever had that experience, but obviously they're not following you.
Yeah.
But like I'm paranoid, and so like you think someone's following you. I'm like, where's the closest fire station? Like
Right.
where's
right.
the closest like super busy place? Which is
I don't
not
know.
a lot.
Fire stations always look completely empty to me. I know
know.
they're not, but they never look like helpful or welcoming. It's just like a.
But there's somebody always there.
No, there is. But how long
like-
is it going to take him to get to the door?
No. I'm saying like you go in, you lock your door, and then you just lay on your fucking horn while calling 911. Like if you're that worried,
They'll answer.
Like yeah, they're gonna come
Yeah.
out and be like, "What's wrong?" And you can explain that you're crazy and paranoid, and they thought somebody was following you, but they were just trying to tell you
They're
your headlights out.
There's no one there. Juan. Okay, he's from like the fucking gas station. He just coincidentally follows this girl
Oh no.
all the way fucking to our road right
Oh,
here.
no.
Literally all the way up. Well, she was also oh no, she's following him. She's following him. That's what it is. She's on his ass though.
Oh, ew.
Like totally riding his ass, and nothing makes my husband more mad, even though like he totally tailgates people. He does it subconsciously, like he doesn't realize he's doing it. Because when I bring it up,
but
he's
no
like,
one's allowed to do it to him.
but no one's allowed to do it to him.
Right.
It's not okay.
Not okay.
Okay, and he gets like completely irrationally angry. You're just like, calm down, you fucking psychopath. So, he gets literally to our road, and she'd been like tailgating him like from the gas station. And she's just a young teenager. She's an idiot. Right? What do you want? Like dork, right? She's like a little kid, and so he literally stops his car in the middle of the road right here, like next to our street. Gets out. He's like, do you want something? Like, can I do something for you? And I'm like,
Oh my god.
you probably scared that I'm going to see something on our community voices page and it's going to be about you. And I'm going to have to say, I'm really sorry. My husband's super sensitive when someone tailgates him. Sorry.
You hurt his feelings.
Like, oh my God. I never did see anything, but like, I was like just staring at him, like rolling my eyes.
Did
Like,
scare the shit out of her. She's probably like,
oh, she like zoomed around him and like ran home. Like,
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
probably
This
locked the door.
crazy Mexican just totally yelled at me. I couldn't even half understand him. He's speaking Spanglish, like, my God. I was like, you are terribly embarrassing. And I am really glad I wasn't with you. But see, if I was with him, he wouldn't have done that, obviously.
Oh no.
Because he knows that I would have been like, what's happening? Keep going, honey. He's just crazy.
Yeah.
Don't feed the bears.
Oh damn.
Crazy pants.
That's hilarious. But anyways, back to prepping. So there are like we talked about it in our other episode, but there are things that you should do. Like we talked about like the water, like a gallon per water, if you think that your water could possibly go out for any reason. And
So water's tricky though, because obviously it does go bad after a while.
that's true. So you have to like when you buy
Restock
you
it.
have to like want to use it within a certain time, and then like
Or just use it, right? Like just not want to use it, but just like, okay, I bought that however many months ago. Like what is the time period
I
for
don't
water?
even fucking know. We should probably look that up.
Yeah, we probably should have. Anyways, you can Google that. So, yeah, so just use it. Like you can even write like
But-
on the
thing
containers
is,
with a
though-
Sharpie when you bought it, so you can look at it and be like, okay, so that needs to be used in the next week or two here.
Or even if you don't like use it within its time frame, it's not like you have to like toss it out. Like you can still give it to plants.
Plants,
You
anything.
can still put it down the back of your toilet to flush it if your
Yep.
like well is out.
Yep.
Like there's still things that you can do with
That's
your
a
water
very good point.
other than
Don't just
drinking
throw it away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
not
if
like
if
this
you do-
water is bad.
If you do buy water and it goes past the date where you would no longer drink it, still keep it because
you can write on the
use it for
Sharpie
so
be
many
like
things.
not for consumption or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, there
can
you go.
use it for
Exactly.
Whatever the fuck else though.
Yep. A lot of things.
I would even give it to animals, honestly.
Yeah, I would too.
If I couldn't like water animals.
I mean, they drink out of puddles,
They're fine.
so they're good.
They're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
Like
100%.
fucking crystal clear water.
Yeah, exactly. You're drinking that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, how many of those things? Like, I I'm not that person. I know some people are super like by the date of when something goes bad, like it's like right out the door. But I'm like,
It's more of a recommendation.
but like
That's how I've always felt about
it's
it.
not like
Like even
there's
on
certain
like
things that are like, can that go bad?
yeah, like can that go bad?
Like
Yeah.
vinegar, like that can't go bad.
I mean, it's just gonna get more vinegary.
it's just vinegar.
Yeah.
Like honey doesn't go bad. That's honey.
Well, honey's unique in that way, though.
But like,
mean,
there's
it's
a lot
like-
of things that like, oh, that I guess that goes into preserving things and shit. But
I mean,
still,
honey can last thousands, forever,
I know.
to the end of time.
I know.
Essentially,
It's great. It's great stuff.
it's insane.
If you want to be honestly, like bees are an amazing addition to your homestead. We done bee one. We kind of didn't do a great job at it because neither one of us have bees that we take care of because my father-in-law is our resident
Yeah,
beekeeper.
he's our beekeeper, so he does everything.
So he does everything. But I actually just talked to him and I was
and
like,
thank you because
yes, it's very
yeah.
nice. But I was like, you have to, and he has like hundreds of bees hives. It's not like he has like, I have 3 hives. He's like 300 and something hives. Like he knows what he's doing. But I was like, I really want you to show me how to do it.
Do
Because,
you?
Yes, I do.
Do you? I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess he's obviously a certain age, and once
Well, like not
right?
just like I want to know. Yeah, I want to know because again, if they ever decide to move or if he decides to sell his bees, like I can't always just rely on somebody. It's just like being like self-sufficient, self-reliant. Like I hate like
Yeah.
just relying on one person for something. And we use so much honey in everything. We use it as our sugar. Honey, we use honey to make medicines. Like honey is just for everything. And then the wax, like you can use for candles, you can use for salves, like you can use so much of everything. It's just insanity. Like so like
Well, I'm gonna
I never-
rely on you for my honey. Yeah,
oh yeah.
100%.
I
I've
was
never
like,
ever.
you do rely on me for my honey.
Yeah,
but
well,
like
forever.
you meant like, yeah.
Yeah, forever.
I didn't.
And
I
I'm
never
never
thought you
adding
wanted.
that to my skill set. So.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
it's your thing.
That's fine. I
It's
just
not even
really
really
I
your
want to
thing,
be
but-
like to the point where I can like feel confident getting my bee suit on, going out there and just doing it all on my own without like anything.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I know it'd be so cool. And I even told my kids, I was like, you guys should really learn along with me. I know they're only like 10 and 11. I was like, but it's like a great career choice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, your father-in-law makes quite a bit of money.
Well, not just like that, but like it is beekeepers have one of the longest like lifespans because it's like one of the most like real because like your body kind of vibes with the bees and so it's like relaxing
Well, not only that, but they're doing so much to like keep like
and
that,
like
environmentally. You know what I mean?
yeah,
like it's amazing.
just great.
It's great.
So, I told the kids and they're like, yeah, maybe. And I was
Out
like, no,
of-
you're absolutely doing it with me.
We have 8 kids. I was like, how many kids do we have between the two of us? It's fine. Anyways, out of our 8 children, one of them could become a beekeeper. They have to. They can. It's fine. Choose one of you. Choose.
We were just talking about this the other day at Christmas. Like, we need to be self-sufficient. We need like a doctor, a
Yeah.
surgeon, a beekeeper, which we have, but we need like a newer, younger one.
Yeah.
Fucking
Mechanic of some sort.
mechanic. Yeah, we need all these things.
Yeah. Carpenter, like someone who can build
But-
really well with like wood.
My husband's a good carpenter.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at it. I can rely on him to build like he built the treehouse. It looks great.
Yeah.
He did a good
It's
job.
true.
Yeah, he like figures things out in his head. He has that brain. He's like dyslexic, and so like because of his dyslexia, it helps him like think in like the 4-dimensional way. Yeah.
Interesting.
It is interesting. So, anyways, so yeah, Daya knows how to sew. Like, come on.
Dan, we're almost there.
Yeah. So tell one of your kids they have to be a surgeon or a doctor. I
That
think
sounds-
a veterinarian would help too. I know we do a lot of vetting, but like in the surgery department.
Yeah. I
know?
think we could just have one be a veterinarian, and that would basically cover everything. Because a veterinarian is essentially it's just a doctor. You know what I mean?
I
They
know, but
know.
people and animals are vastly different.
But they have to study people too.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Even if somebody like EMT, like they have to learn so many things that are like on the spot, like obviously because they like get there
Well,
and they
that's
have to
their
like
job.
that's their job, right? So they have to learn like a tourniquet
Keep this person
and
alive
like
from point
how
A
to
to
like
point B.
That's some great knowledge.
Yeah. Hey, Lorenzo's doing that. We're good. Check. Check it
Oh,
off.
that's right. We could checking that one off.
Firefighter.
Yay.
EMT/EMT.
Because that's some great knowledge to have.
It is. It is.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
Keeps
those
someone alive.
survival skills. I said that with a lisp. It was weird. But I was like survival skills. But beyond water and like keeping your house warm or cool, you obviously need if you don't have like a water source close by that you can go get water from, obviously, and use it for if you're trying to grow plants or if you're whatever, because obviously like the winter only lasts so long and then you're gonna be fucking summer, depending on how long your thing is, right? If you have an event that's in the middle of the summer and all of your plants die, is that going to be hugely detrimental to your homestead? Like it would to mine, you know, like it would really, really suck. Like it's not like, you know, especially if you are planning to live off of said food. So like you really have to think about your situation. Like I would love to get a huge ass like rain catcher.
Rain catcher.
Yeah. That's the official term.
Collector. Yeah.
Rain collector. There it is. There it is.
She's a rain catcher. It catches it. That's what we're calling it.
You know, like because like that, you know, that could potentially water your garden in the summer.
Yeah.
You know, it could maybe
maybe
only a couple months, but again, still. Any kind of
short-term.
But short-term catastrophes can be at any time. It doesn't have to be during the winter. That's what I'm saying. During the summer, if it's a short-term catastrophe for 2 weeks and you're out of water, your garden's going to die.
Yeah. But why couldn't you just go get water?
Like buy water to water your plants?
Well, I mean,
it's a lot of water.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, yes, a rain collector is obviously.
It had a little spigot, a little hose. You could like drag it over to your.
Or you figure out like Aunt Michelle, Uncle Mike. Oddly enough, it's so weird to me still. They have like a whole system, their laundry and stuff.
Oh, for their gray water. Yeah, that is smart.
Super smart.
Yeah. See, I would like to do all these things.
Yeah.
I just haven't.
Ditto.
I need a rain catcher. And I want to collect my gray water because the gray water, depending on what soaps you use, can like obviously you have to use certain kinds, but it is really, you know, you could still use that for your garden or basically just your garden, but still it's great.
Yeah,
I like it. But I have such a big space to water. I would also like to put in a well. Like we don't have well water. You have well water.
Right.
I'd like to put in a well. It'd be nice, but they're so fucking expensive to drop a well.
Yeah, they are expensive.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Like why?
It's like
you're just digging a hole and putting in a thing.
I mean,
I'm sure there's more that goes into it.
Yeah. It's like you're just digging a hole, putting a thing in.
And then obviously having like food, non-perishable food. That's like why people are so into like preserving food and homesteading, because it like, you know, wherever you're keeping it can last quite a while, usually up to a year, which is a really long time for food to like, you know, last, sometimes even longer, depending on what you're doing with it or how you're preserving it. So I think that's like, I don't know. I could definitely, like, if something happened in our area, we would be fine for a couple weeks. Like at least 2 weeks. I would be fine. We'd have enough food. You know, it wouldn't be anything like we're eating amazingly, but, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone is planning on eating amazing. It's not like there's some lobster like shoved in their closet. They're like, lobster tonight, kids.
Like it'd definitely be like lots of like, you're having rice again. This is your rice. And when that.
You guys have enough water to last 2 weeks? If like your pipes went out or something?
We have. It's probably not actually good anymore, but I mean, I would still fucking drink it.
Yeah. I mean.
We have like gallons and gallons of bottled in the barn.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just randomly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think like if our pipes went out to our well, like I don't think we have enough water right now.
No, Mom got that thing.
Oh, that's right.
Mom is an ultimate prepper.
Our
mom bought this thing and she was so excited about it. She showed everybody on Easter last year.
Okay, so she's telling me it's a bucket.
It's not it's
a tube with a bottom on it.
It's a pipe.
It's a pipe.
It's a pipe. A bucket's like, I'm a bucket, you know, like, you know, so-and-so going up the hill. Like, it's not Hansel and Gretel. What are they? Jack and Jill.
Who are they?
Yeah.
And she's like, I bought this long bucket And so we need to put it into the well with this gigantic long rope and haul it back
It
up.
comes at what brings it up 5 gallons at a time?
5 gallons at a time.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I mean, you just keep. I mean, there's a fuck ton of us that live here. I mean,
it would suck to be like, you like feel like, talk about living in like the olden days. You're all
we could take turns to get in the line. Everyone pull up 5 gallons. I said pounds at a time, and you pull up your 5 gallons, go to the back of the line, and you get a break. There's so many of us, right?
That's true. I
mean, it would work. It
would work.
would potentially work. My husband would just like, he'd be like, everyone get the fuck out of the way. I will pull up all the water.
Yeah, he would. Well, because and then you could continue to use your well. That's just has the water in it, so it's like you could water your animals, you could water your garden. Like you guys would be fine. That's what I'm saying. Like a well is where it's at.
Yeah.
When it comes to watering.
For sure.
Depending on like, obviously we're talking about like short-term catastrophes. So like they would be fine. Like anything long-term, like nuclear bombs and stuff, then you have to worry about like it, leaking into like the water source, but that'd be for everywhere. So,
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean,
unless you're a cockroach.
I don't know. You fucked. Yeah.
We're so fucking like dark. Like, what's wrong with us?
See, I don't view myself as dark. Like, like you and Dad, I view as dark. And I don't know. I don't view myself as dark, but I laugh at me like that. Like, I don't know. Does that make me dark?
We're rubbing off on you, huh?
Can you give me some tissue paper? Whatever I used on my eye is like sticking the shit out of my eye.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
On your eyes.
What?
What do you mean?
Makeup? Whatever makeup I used.
Sorry.
Amazing.
Little.
Yeah.
Using the baby blanket.
Yep. It's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't view myself as dark, but then like I say something like that and I laugh hysterically, like it's so funny. Why is that funny?
It is funny. It is.
I'm like, everyone's fucked.
It's funny because it's true.
I mean, it's just like, why am I laughing?
Anyways, but yeah, so
the only one laughing would be the cockroaches. They'd be like, "Ha! We knew we'd win eventually."
That's hilarious. But
cockroaches are absolutely amazing, though. Like we were sitting at town center, and this is like a couple years ago, and I got the kids like fries and like an icy or whatever, and we're sitting there.
Are you good?
Yeah, it's like stinging. Like,
what is?
I'm allergic to whatever is on my face right now. So,
unfortunate.
Very unfortunate for me. I'm like on camera. I'm like, yay. So anyways, we're sitting there, on the steps and the where they have like the bands, the bands will play. Okay, so we're sitting on those steps, and they're huge, steps. They're steps, but they're more like seating, and eating our fries and our ices and watching Legend do his thing on his whatever the fuck rideable thing he's on. And all of a sudden, like, I see like movement by Daya's, like, of course it's by Daya's fry box. And I'm like, oh, I think there's like a bug near you, babe. And she's like, what? Where? What bug? And it's like 2 cockroaches, and they're like so fucking flat and fast. Just like, oh my God. I mean, and then the second she like moved the box, they like zip into the. How did you just go through that concrete wall? I mean, it looked like they went through the wall, like through the stair, just like through it, like they're magical.
Did you give them a French fry?
Yeah, we left. So
that's nice.
We just moved. We're like, you have your fry here. We're gonna move down there. Please don't bother us.
That's hilarious. But yeah,
incredible creatures.
But I honestly, I always think about like hopefully I would want to make it here if something happened.
Yeah, for sure.
That was long term.
Yeah.
Like if it was short term, like I would be fine.
Yeah.
But like anything longer than 2 weeks,
yeah,
I would need to make it to your house.
But you would have to do this though. I'm assuming like in reality, you would have to start making it here like within a week. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's been a week. Looks like it's going to be a lot longer. We're going to start making it there.
Why?
Who knows what's out there? What are you making it through?
What do you mean? Who does like zombies? Like what are we talking about?
I don't know, Shauna.
Like okay,
is it zombies?
No, it's not zombies. Like for the most part, like when people think of an apocalypse and all the movies, and they like people are all like fucking crazy and they're killing each other and eating each other. It's like, why are we resorting to that already? We still have mac and cheese in the cupboard. Like it's fine. Calm down. Okay.
Do you want a box? You don't have to eat my arm. You can just have a box of mac and cheese.
Go.
Okay.
Let go.
Drop it.
Like
bad.
Like, I just
bad cannibal.
And then you can spar to him.
into the pool.
We wouldn't want to contaminate our pool with cannibal blood.
Yeah, that'd be gross. They'd be like, get your filthy ass out of there.
Sparta.
That's right.
That was so funny. That
Right
you
down the
said
hill.
that. Right down the hill. To the pigs. Anyways, I really don't think people would be like, for the most part, they're not going to be all like, I'm an asshole. And like my car is still going. My car's still going to work. Like, can I just drive to your house? I mean, unless there's like, it's like snowing, which never happens here, but I mean, possibilities can happen. But like, unless there's like feet and crazy snow that we'd have to like shovel through, like we can just drive to your house. I would be fine.
That's true.
I'd be fine. I'd like pack up all my animals.
See, I'm envisioning like, you know, everything, all the electricity's out, like things
like,
all burning
you're
around
like,
the side.
what was that one show? What's that one show called?
No, I'm envisioning like right out of the fucking that video game. One of those zombie video games my boys used to play. Like that's like the terrain I'm envisioning in my head. Things burning.
Fallout?
I don't fucking know.
There's that one movie though, or not movie. It was a show. It was actually pretty good. But they had like the little microbots that like basically like sucked the energy out of everything. So like nothing that was electrical worked or that ran on any kind of anything.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, who's in charge of the microbots?
I don't know. But
oh, okay. Not a lot of info there.
I watched it a really long time ago. I don't remember it a lot, but I remember that they couldn't use cars. Like all the cars stopped working. Anyway, so that would, you know, something like that. Microbots.
A microbot?
Yeah.
You're like, there is the cutest microbot on my car right now. I'm taking a photo and sending it to you. Cheese microbot. That's what Shauna would
Nanobots. They're nanobots.
That is what Shauna would be doing.
And you can't see them. They're nanobots. If it was a microbot, they were tiny. Hell yes. I'd be like, I have 100 of them. I'm bringing them with me.
We're like, Shauna, leave those there.
I know people are saying
them
that
there.
they're evil, but they're just misunderstood.
Shauna's like, I can change them.
They're misunderstood. Oh God, even in our hypothetically misunderstood. Oh God damn. Anyways, so yeah, so there's like, I would definitely come here if it was long term, but short term, like I'd be fine, and I could imagine like, unless like satellites are out and shit, and like I can't call you guys. If I couldn't like contact you guys, I would feel like I would have to get to you sooner.
Yeah, for sure. And your kids would be like, Mom, it's going to be long term. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, it's going to be long term.
Yeah.
Come on, Mom. We want to go. Yeah.
But see, I don't have like, the thing I think about, I don't know if you guys are the same way, but I don't have a trailer for like all of my animals. Like where would I,
Oh, yeah.
what would I do with them?
I mean, you shove them in your car.
I
Just
can't
right
fit
into your car.
everybody.
No, and you wouldn't want to. Your goats with horns are like straight from hell.
Yeah. Straight from hell. I couldn't fit
They're like,
everybody.
you're worried about microbots? Okay. Yeah. You haven't met us.
Yeah,
Okay?
I gotta worry about my horns going up your ass. Like, Jesus. Yeah, they are straight from hell. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't leave them though, even though they're from hell. I still love them.
You would leave them if
I
it
would
was.
not leave them.
You 100%.
I would not leave
I'm
them.
telling you, you would.
I would not.
You know, Ronan's getting bigger. I'm just going to call him and be like, just knock your mom out.
You know,
The
you can't just knock
chloroform.
people out.
Yeah.
It's not the movies. If you knock somebody out, they're probably dead.
You know, you know the movie Tangled when she like hits him with the frying pan?
Yeah, so many
And it's
times.
a cast iron skillet like
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
Why are you showing that? He's dead. He's not waking back up.
Okay, you're literally talking to his ghost
after
right
the
now.
first fucking hit, that
Yeah.
guy is dead. If
Yeah.
he's not dead, he's a fucking vegetable the rest of his life.
Yeah.
There is no way he's coming back from that.
Yeah, head trauma.
I mean, no. And it's supposed to be funny, and everyone's like, heart. Why is that funny?
Yeah.
I mean, I know I just laughed about people an apocalypse event dying and perishing.
But in
all
Tangled,
but
that's where she draws the fucking line.
I draw the line in a cartoon where
Yeah,
kids
she
are watching
draws-
it. You're just
Yeah.
like, you're teaching my 6-year-old who happens to be slightly aggressive that it's okay to hit.
I learned the
people
word
with-
tramp from Disney movies.
I know you did. See? Aggressive. And
When I was,
not that I care about words at all.
I know, when I
obviously.
was younger, and Sharon and I didn't like swear when we were little.
It's so weird looking back on
It
it.
was weird. And
Yeah.
I remember I said something, I was joking around, and I was like, my friend, blah, 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 the little tramp. And my mom's like, oh, where did you hear that? And I was
It's
like,
really funny that you called your friend a tramp, though.
Yeah, and I was like,
That's
the little
slightly
mermaid.
on. That's on point for you. That's on point. You're all the Little Mermaid. She taught me, Mom. It was Ursula. I mean, she is the bad guy. That is so fucking funny.
funny.
Baby's hot.
Anyways, so I guess depending on your situation, you should have things for a short-term period, whether that's space heaters that are battery operated, extra batteries, lanterns for sure, people, okay? Like
And batteries. Lots and lots of batteries, if you have lanterns. So those
candles,
aren't lasting forever.
matches. I have waterproof
Candles
matches.
fucking suck. Like, candles for ambiance, great. But candles for light, no.
No, they
and
do
I
suck.
feel so bad for everyone that had to just live with candles as light
No, they
before.
had like lanterns, like oil lamps.
Yeah,
Those gave
dangerous.
off- yeah, dangerous. But they gave off a lot of light,
Very, very dangerous.
you know. But like you have to think about your situation, where you live in the world, right? Because not everybody lives. Sometimes your winters are going to be fucking harsh. Sometimes your summers are going to be harsh. Like depending on where you live, you have to like plan accordingly. I know there's people that actually have to like order their water. They don't just have a well. They don't have water. They have to like order it.
What does that mean?
Like it comes in a big truck and the truck fills up
In
their tank.
What part of the world?
In the United States, and like
There's no pipes?
Arizona, or I don't even New Mexico.
City water?
Yeah, in some places there's not, and so they order water.
Wow, that is
Can you imagine relying on ordering
No,
water?
I would never do that. I would never live there.
It
I
would
would
be
move.
it would be very scary.
I mean, it'd be scary on a daily basis. So what happens? I mean, what the fuck? Like, no, you can't come today. No, we're out of water for the next. Like, what?
Yeah,
I would never,
That's like
ever
when
live
your
someplace like
propane
that.
goes out, right?
Yeah, but yeah, for sure.
When your propane goes out, but it's not as like water's like it's necessary.
I
for
can
life.
still
Like,
still
with your-
do a lot without our propane.
Yes.
Because I only rely on our propane for cooking
Yeah.
and hot water. And
I-
so, like, obviously we don't need hot water. Like, obviously it's nice, but we don't need it. And then cooking though, our stove. I mean, I have like my. As long as we had electricity, we would be okay.
Well, and as long as you could start your fire, you can cook on top of your fireplace.
Yes, that's very true.
I think it's
Store
I
up
think,
on those
like,
hot dogs.
well, like even like soups and shit you can put on
Yeah.
the fire. I actually melt all my beeswax on my fire during the winter because it saves on just electricity.
Yeah, because it takes forever.
And it's just easy. I just put the pot up there and melt it for me.
It's
Hurrah.
adorable.
What's adorable? Your baby?
I mean, she is adorable, but it's adorable that you melt your beeswax on your fireplace.
You're adorable. But anyways, but there's certain skills I think like one should gain. Like I would like to know, like obviously I can cook outside like in a fire pit, like right? Everybody knows how to like cook like that. But even like cooking, like eventually like learning how to cook, not that I eat meat, but like doing like a spit kind of rotisserie thing.
Yeah.
Kind of having those materials, having those things
Yeah.
in mind on how to cook like that. I don't know.
I should stock up on like lots of tuna or something, lots of canned
Tuna?
protein of some sort. My kid just requires so much protein.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lorenzo gets in a very bad mood, and his whole like everything about him changes.
Oh, the other thing I was
Legend,
thinking?
Pirelli, they all just require so much protein.
They
so
do.
It's like,
So
what
do
do
you,
you do?
though. So do
I
you.
do too. And so what do you do? It's
Eggs.
like eggs, lots and lots of eggs.
So the other thing is finding out, like, if you do live in kind of like a rural area, is your closest like pond, and like basically knowing how to fish. Because if something happened, and if it was
yeah.
longer term, shorter term,
Yeah.
like, first of all, that's a water supply. Secondly, that
Yeah.
if you can fish out of it, fucking great, right? So like learning that kind of stuff, like learning what's around you, getting to know your environment specifically to where your region, right? I
Yeah.
think is really important because like we have a lake, we have two lakes. One is in walking distance. The other one is like more of a bike ride, but we could walk there. But it's huge.
It'd be very long.
It'd be very long. Yeah. But that would be
Depending
fine.
on the weather.
But they both have fish, but they're both stocked.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
That'd be very cool, huh? So, not that I eat fish, but I would if I needed to.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
Obviously.
you would. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Life and death. Like,
Yeah.
I'm eating a fucking fish.
Yeah.
We were just talking about making, I know we've talked before, but Dad and Juana were just talking about making our pond into like a permanent, fixture,
Feature?
and then having like fish actually to consume. Like the sole purpose of the fish would be to eat them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I actually know a lot of people that do that.
But doing that now, because it'd be so cool just to be like, go get a fish, kids. And they bring a fish in, and it's like it's super fresh. You know, there's nothing in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fucking awesome.
Good survival skills, you know?
Yeah, just
I
so awesome.
actually want my kids to go through like a actual survival course on like, because like we all know how to make a fire.
I think that they are very, very capable already.
No, they're capable, but even like making a fire with like flint and steel type
That's
thing.
very, very hard.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is going through a course to where somebody is like, this is what you need. Like we already, I think, the other big thing is mushroom foraging. Because mushrooms grow in the winter time. So a lot of stuff grows in the summer, right? And you're able to like find things to like eat or whatever. But a lot of stuff in the winter time, you can be, if you are trying to live off the land, you could be fucked, right? So I think learning how to forage mushrooms because they can grow, in harsher environments, I think that is super important. We're just getting into it, and I'm just learning like the basics right now, and we're starting to mushroom forage, but it's super fun. I highly recommend it for everyone. It's cool.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
It scares me a bit.
So if you're getting started and like just having like a book with like the pictures and how to identify it and basically knowing the rules of what not to pick.
Yeah.
That's just really all you need. Super cool.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Exactly. It's like it's so common sense. It's dumb. Like once you start like
Yeah.
read it, just like anything else.
Yeah. Right. You just
Like
have to
you just
kinda
don't.
jump
Yeah, you
into
gotta
it.
jump in and start
Yeah.
doing it, or you're never gonna know.
Yeah, for sure.
So, anyways, so there's like, I guess
This
there's
is bad.
a lot that goes into
This is bad.
prepping. If you guys want to hear another episode on us rambling about what we would prep and how we would do it, let us know. If you haven't got a chance to check out our Patreon, you guys should do that. You can go to patreon.com. We are, it's called Porch Talks with Our Kind of Homesteading. We put out 3 episodes, and then we usually do a bonus episode that everybody gets also. It is on a tiered basis. We do want to give a shout out to Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
Do we shout out? Do we give a shout out to anybody else? Is it just Lexi? 'Cause I know there's like, we shout out one here, both on, I can't remember. Come on, help me out.
Ditto. Who's our newest one?
Megan.
Yeah. I think,
Okay, we're just gonna shout her out because I can't remember.
Yeah.
Megan, you get a shout out.
Yeah.
I think she does get shouts out on
Megan
this one.
W.
Megan
yeah,
W.
I'm pretty sure she does
So
too.
thank you guys so much for supporting us, for
Yes.
supporting that. That one is non-homestead related. It's just us being crazy and having a good time. It is a lot of fun, so check that out if you can. It's lots of laughs and no real like, we're not really supplying any information besides just a good time.
Yeah, it's just comedy essentially, you know.
Yeah, but so thank you, Lexi
Guaranteed
and Megan.
laughs.
Other than that, if you guys have any questions, you can always email us at ourkindofhomesteading@gmail.com.
Yes. Or any ideas for episode topics. We always love those. And so, and we always just love to hear from you guys. Just email us just to say hi or get in touch with